Hey guys, and welcome to Combat Kings TV. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I'm your host Liam, and yeah, man, we're here with Josh, better known as True Guna. Go check him out. He's an Arsenal fan, but he also did the stream with us, and this is basically his time to give his reaction to the Eubank versus Ben 2 fight, and yeah, man, what do you think?
Complete domination from Ben, and it's very surprising. I think he proved a lot of people wrong. I think there's a lot of critics before the fight about him, whether he can actually box and all that. And he proved a lot of people wrong, man, including myself. I did not expect that. If I go back to the first fight, I thought, as much as Ben had the heart in the first fight, I thought Eubank was a smarter fighter. But this time around, it was the other way around for me. Like, Conor Benn had a clear game plan and he executed it very, very well. And it's very disappointing if you look into Eubank's point of view. I thought, all right, he's had a slow start. As the fight goes on, maybe he's going to get into it and really give it. But he looks slow, he looks sluggish, and even from that first round, it was all Conor Benn. I mean, he looked more aggressive. As I said, he had a really, really good game plan, and he looked the more sort of energetic fighter, to be fair. And I think 100% deserved that win, and proved a lot of that was wrong. Obviously he got them knocked down towards the end in the final round, and I think it's about round 10 or round 11. You just looked at Eubank's face and you just knew. I think he knew as well. Yeah, I'm cooked pretty much, if we're being
Yeah,
real with it. He looked at him and he was like, yeah, you know what, I've been outclassed tonight. And that's what it's very disappointing from Eubank, because he just, he tried to respond, but there's just nothing really clicking for him. It seemed like, and is very, very. It was honestly a Ben masterclass, bro, and very excited. I don't know whether we'll get the trilogy now, because obviously it's one apiece, and I know what, if you look at the end of the fight, Conor Ben was saying that he's like, this Eubank and Ben is done, forever now. Even when they have their kids, even he's saying it's done. But we have to wait and see, of course. I don't, I wouldn't take his word for it just yet, people.
no, money talks,
But
bro. Money
it'd
talks.
be interesting as well. Like, I've seen a lot of people say this as well. With we saw, was it Parker who got done for a lot of people were saying like Ben looked a bit bigger in there today, but I don't want to really sit there and discredit him whatsoever,
No,
because
no, it was a brilliant performance. Yeah.
I thought he was absolutely superb. Honestly, man, I was shocked. Honestly, like, I think we were saying as well, we knew it'd be this type of fight, in the sense that it's a rematch, isn't it? So it wasn't going to really pay up to the expectations of how good the first fight was. But yeah, I mean, Conor Benn deserve deserve that win. There's no doubt about it. And yeah, I mean, people will say, of course, the whole, could it be the age factor with Ubak now? What is he, 36?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he had to obviously cut quite a lot of weight, but
Holloway.
quite a lot, yeah, hella weight. But yeah, I just thought, as I said, from that first round, people, Conor Ben was absolutely superb, and there was just no. It's disappointing, really disappointing, when you looked at Eubank. He just didn't have any real response in him. It was like he looked very sluggish, and yeah, I mean, a complete and utter domination from Conor Ben, and fair play to him. Credit where credit's due to him, man.
No, 100%. What did you think of the work to the body?
So yeah, exactly. That was a big thing as well.
Mm.
The amount, that's getting those body shots in. Um, I think a lot of people will say that's sort of one of the key areas in boxing, is because when you work the body, it's tiring, man. It's tiring for for the opponent, and that's where a lot of fighters would target that, and that's exactly what he did really well. Conor Ben was, and his jabs as well were quality. I think in the end, if I think it was, I think they split up. I don't know what happened to the end in terms of the actual results with how many jabs were thrown. I think Eubank was throwing more jabs, but it just, there was no, they weren't
Yeah,
landing. And
yeah,
there's
yeah.
and the power as well was big. I thought from Conor Ben, like, he was powerful, and he was very you know, like he combination wise, like and you know he's throwing his punches really well. You
Yeah,
know, like I think,
yeah. The shots had spite on them as well. It was
yeah,
spite.
exactly, bro. Whereas I think Eubank was, you know, he's throwing, but there was nothing coming out of it. At times it was quite wild, especially as we got onto the, and maybe it was a bit of panic as well from Eubank in the final rounds because he knew that he's you know effed pretty much. He had to go for a
Yeah,
knockout,
yeah.
and you know that's where he probably got caught. You know, when he got them 2 knockdowns in that final round because he thought, yeah, he was gonna go for it, but then he's like, nah, you know, he gets caught out, and yeah, I think the body shots were key. As I said, Ben looked more powerful. You know, as I said, you know he outclassed proper game plan as well. And credit where credit's due.
No, fully, bro, fully. Where do you think we go now with Ben? Obviously, he asked for the title fight. Do you think he goes back down to 147 and gets the title fight?
I think so. As I said earlier, with I would like to see a trilogy personally because I
Mm-hmm.
think it's one apiece.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we do see a trilogy. I think as I said, we will see a trilogy. But yeah, I think he's got to go, when you perform like that, you know, and the way he did tonight, I think, I think he proved a lot of people wrong. So I think he deserves to be sort of going for that title fight, in my opinion.
And then on the other side, where do you think that's it for you, Bank? Would you say retire or?
Yeah, it is a tough one because, as we said earlier, the whole age now, isn't he? You know,
Yeah,
he's
100%. Young man's game, fully.
young man's game. It is young man's game. It is. So it's quite tricky to see what he would do. To be fair, it's a shame because I always liked Eubank. To be fair, like
Yeah.
I always rated him, but yeah, I think the big one for me would be I want to see this trilogy. I really want to see this trilogy, and
Okay.
then if he loses it again, he's done for me.
Okay. No, I hear it. I hear it. I do hear it. But yeah, there we go, people. Smash up the likes, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, man, more videos to come very, very soon. So yeah, until then, we're out. Peace, people. Peace.